Hello, welcome to Yates Makes. A couple of weeks ago I posted a video linked up there because I've worked out that you can use a chinagraph or grease pencil, as I think it's called in America, as a resist when jelly printing. So really useful to know that you can do a drawing, transfer that drawing and then use it. Now I worked out also that you can use that transfer drawing repeatedly. So this video is a really quick one just to see how many prints I could get out of one transfer drawing. I needed to make some thank you cards for some of my workmates, so it was a good opportunity to just kind of film it, see how many cards I could get out of the one drawing. Okay, let's get to it. All right. Okay, let's take a look. You can see that I'm part way through this first print. That's because it only occurred to me that it might be of interest to someone as I'd started. So we'll pick it up halfway through. I've transferred already my chinagraph pencil drawing as my first layer, let that dry, done some brush work in acrylic, and now I'm about to pull this first print off with some yellow, white and blue. I've got into the habit of leaving a little bit of weight on for 1 or 2 minutes, and I don't know, it seems to help a little. That chinagraph layer, my initial drawing transfer layer, I transferred in Payne's Grey acrylic. Liquitex is the make I used, and then there was a combination of different makes for the rest of the colour work and the layer I used to pull the print, but you can see that Payne's Grey holds up quite well. So onto the second print, using exactly the same transfer drawing, just positioning it there, a little bit of gentle pressure, and you can see again the drawing has come out fairly clearly. I'd say not quite as clearly as the first one. There I am adding my brush colour work, bit of pink and orange, a bit of white, let that dry again. All of these layers, really important to stress, they need to dry between working on them. This one I left a little too long, so didn't pull off quite as clean, but you can see even though my drawing layer didn't transfer quite as well, you can still see it. So knowing that it didn't transfer quite as well, I'm just topping up my drawing, some of the key line work and details for this third print. Only took a couple of minutes, was easy to do. So on with the third one, and probably should say, very important, between prints, if you're doing a little print run like this, you do need to make sure your transfer copy is totally dry. Obviously it's going to pick up the acrylic paint that you don't want on the plate. If that acrylic paint that's picked up on your transfer drawing sheet is not totally dry, you're not going to be able to successfully pick up further prints. Okay, so this one came out nice and clear. That's number 3. On to number 4, and getting quite faint, some of the details getting a bit indistinct. So I had a good look at the transfer drawing after this one and thought, well, it's probably a win. I've got 4 out of it, and I'm finding it quite hard to see where I could go to top that up anymore. So I settled at 4 and just touched up with the chinagraph pencil a few details to finish, and then on to my next card. Really, once you get going and you get into the flow of this, you can knock out a set of cards, set of prints in no time at all. Okay, there you go. So I managed to get 4 prints out. Maybe I could have done more by topping up or further topping up the drawing with chinagraph, but it was getting quite hard to see the initial drawing with the build-up of acrylic. So look, it's better than 1, right? You can get 3 or 4 out of it, it's a bonus. Have a go for yourselves. I've only tried the one type of chinagraph pencil. Maybe that's an experiment for the future if I order a few different makes. The one I was using is made by Listo. They're really easy to get hold of, alright, and I think maybe, you know, fairly globally you can get hold of a Listo chinagraph or grease pencil. Alright, but like I said, have a go for yourselves. Let me know how you get on with it. Alright, take it easy. See you soon for another video.